and welcome back to, I'm just moving things around, another journaling video. Today I am back in my weekly journal. I am on a mission to finish this thing. Today, however, let's talk about journaling the everyday stuff. That's something we're going to talk about today, and I'm very excited to talk about it. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a bit more of a junk journaling page today. I've just got out a little tray of junky bits, and then I've also just gone through old stash. I've got like an old glassine bag, an old envelope from somewhere, and I've got some packaging bits from embellishments with some really old bits stuck on there, a library card from somewhere, and then just old stuff. That's from an old postcard of mine, that, and some more packaging as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in the center of the journal here, and I've got quite a lot of photos. And I just want to talk about the everyday stuff today. So I think I might actually just start sticking in. I have no plans for anything on this page. I'm wondering, do I stick my hot glue gun in while I'm thinking about it? I think I might actually. I did see a flare button on the tray on my desk that I found the other day. Got a few of them here actually, here and there. I think I might, yeah, I'm gonna pop my hot glue gun on. I think I might just spend a little bit of time for a moment just playing around and adding some bits and pieces. I'm not quite sure what I want to add, or where I'm going to put everything. Oh, that's quite sweet. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to enjoy having a little bit of a play and piecing things together, because that's something I really enjoy doing. Let me know if you are the same. I enjoy doing that kind of thing. Let's do this. This is a stamped book page that I think I was testing out, a little stamp. So that can go on the edge there. So talking about everyday bits and pieces, that's something for me that I really enjoy doing. I've always enjoyed documenting just almost like the boring stuff. And I think because I've got so into like trip journals and that kind of thing, sometimes it's easy to slip out of that. Oh, our little storybook. I might actually stick that on with my hot glue gun. I quite like that idea. Yeah, it's easy to get out of that and just end up focusing on all the other bits and pieces. This was from some happy mail from Miss Paper Lover quite some time ago. I'm going to pop that on there. Completely not relevant to anything on this page, but I like it, so it's going on there. Oh, I like that happy place as well. So yeah, it's quite nice sometimes just to do the everyday stuff, which is what I'm doing on now. That's, to be honest, was always the focus in my weekly journaling as well, just doing the normal stuff. But like I said, I think I've got so focused on trip journaling the past few years, it's good to actually remember this kind of thing and get back into it again, because I do really enjoy it. It's fun. So do you document the everyday stuff? And if so, how do you do it? What do you use? I would love to know your ways and how you do things. I'm just kind of like layering up. I've got all these bits. I feel like it's one of those days where I've got no plan, but I'm just gonna wing it, layer, and just have a whole load of fun. That's what today feels like. Sometimes you need journaling sessions like that, don't you? I think sometimes these are the best ones as well, because you've got no expectations of what you want to achieve. And they're fun. So right, I've got this so far. I need to have a think about my photos. I am going to use this old envelope. I've got a thing about keep going over to the right at the moment. Have you noticed that? I keep doing that. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll stick it over to this side just because I keep doing that and I need to change. I just keep feeling drawn to popping something over there. And even now it just feels right. So maybe I should do it if it feels right. Right, I am going to make some photo strips, I think. Let's cut these in half. Now, these are completely out of sync. I've already documented New Year. However, I've just found these photos from New Year. And I didn't include them before, but I would really like to include them. And as I always say, there's no rules with journaling. You can do it in any order. So I'm going to do a page and include them. Because why not? It's my journal, isn't it? So I can do whatever I like. So we've got a bit of New Year. We've got a weekly shop. Some walks. We've got the sunset. These were taken by our house. Look how beautiful. I love that. And a Buddha bowl because we're trying to get healthy again after New Year. So it really is just boring everyday stuff. Does it get more boring than a weekly shop? No, it doesn't. Or the sunrise or set from your front door. A dinner that you've made. No, these are all everyday things. These are things that everyone can journal. We can all see a sunrise or a set. We can all take a photo of our dinner. Everyone has to eat, so no matter what you eat, we can all just take a picture of our weekly food shop or a bargain that we've bought. Taking a photo of a board game. I made a prawn cocktail. So yeah, these are just very, very boring, mundane things. So, and I'm just going to work with them today. So let's see, right, what am I doing here? I wanted this with this because this was our New Year. So I am going to stick those together and we might actually just pop them in this envelope. That's what I'm thinking. We'll have 3 photos stuck together and do them so that they're sticking out of the envelope. Sometimes I think the actual mundane everyday things are more fun to look back on than like celebrating a birthday or a holiday. Sometimes I think you need to look back on the everyday things to appreciate things. Sometimes it could be just to see how far you've come. It could be to appreciate things in your home. It's like you've not realised how much you've actually done recently if you're working on your home as a bit of a DIY project, or even on yourself. It could be that you've been working on yourself. Right, which I might actually jiggle these around and have food up here. That's what I'm thinking. Or no, let's pop this one down here. Yeah, so I think it's really, really good sometimes to have the everyday stuff to look back on. I used to love the everyday stuff when the kids were little. That actually gave me more enjoyment. I would love like just doing our normal routine. Where have my favourite scissors gone? Oh, I hate it when I move things. I don't put them back. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I used to love doing those best. The normal weekly routine, maybe what the kids were having for breakfast. I just found that really, really fun. Right, we've got 2 lots of photos in there. And then we're going to have these 2 on here. This is going to be quite cool, actually. So it's quite photo heavy, but in a subtle way. Could be you take, I haven't done this for so long, a day in the life. And you actually document a normal day in your life. If you're going to work, the route, where you stop off. Yeah, it's, no, am I doing this as a flip or not? No, I don't think I am. I'm just going to stick that down. I really recommend doing that. I remember when the kids were younger, I did a weekly routine, and it was just like dinner times. They had friends after school over, activities, you know, the after school activities. It was so good to look back on. I was really pleased that I'd actually done that. I might actually just pop that there. What do I put? No, I like the thought of tucking that under actually. It's a little bit different. I don't think I've done that before. So I really do recommend that. It could be, and I haven't actually done a weekly routine for a very long time. I might actually think about doing one of those again. I think they're quite fun to do, and like I said, it just makes you really, it's like a little snapshot in time and really makes you just stop and think, especially when you look back on it years later. Could be that you absolutely hate your routine, but when you then look back on it in years to come, like me now, I actually really miss all the after school activities and things, whereas back then, oh, it was such a nightmare. I'd hate that rushing around and things like that. But now I would actually really happily go back to those times. I really miss them. New beginnings, that is a good one because it was New Year. I'm just gonna have fun with all these bits and pieces. I don't know if I need my glue gun now after all. Oh, New Beginnings would be a good one near the food. I may well have to use some foam, some double-sided. Right, it's a new year. Let's do this. Yeah, I think, oh, I don't know actually, that might stick. That's the only problem when you use old bits and pieces. They lose their stickiness. Okay, and it's really good to use up some old stuff as well. I'm getting very excited about nearly finishing this journal. I am so close. There. These ones are actually really good. We've got Makes Me Smile, Every Day is a Fresh Start, Days Like These, Captured, Times Are Changing. These are quite good ones, aren't they, for what I'm wanting to do. Oh, I quite like that as well. Let's tear that down and actually use that in there. We do love a tear around here, don't we? There, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, and then I could even, yes, pop that side. That's, like I said, an old postcard that I made years ago. How does that work? No, it can't. Oh no, I did it this side, didn't I? Thank you for letting me know. I'm sure some of you are shouting out. Right, I'm happy about this. This is turning out to be really cute. The other thing I wanted to do was include my little receipt as well. I might do a little tuck spot somewhere. That could work quite nicely actually. I like those colours. Those colours go really well. I want it to be quite discreet. I wonder actually if this is some packaging here. Yeah, this might work really well actually. Let's tear that down like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. Let's turn this into a little pocket, and yeah, I've torn that down, and we're going to turn this into a little pocket and put the receipt in there. I think receipts are really, really good to look back on, especially a weekly shop, to look back on in a few years and compare prices. I love it when I found like old cinema tickets. I remember finding Dumb and Dumber and seeing it was £2.50. It just really, really makes you realise how much. I guess though, in the whole scheme of things, saying that I haven't been to the cinema for a long time, how much are they now to go to cinema? I was thinking maybe £12, but it's probably not, is it? I can't remember the last time I went to the cinema. And to be honest, it would be Aid that would probably buy it online anyway, so I'd probably be none the wiser. There we go. I don't want to cover up too much of that sunset. There we go. I quite like that. That looks cool. And then I've got these here as well. These are so fragile. I keep breaking them. let's pop them down here. I think it's time to use up these because they are so fragile as well. I think these are like the last little few that I had. So let's pop them on here. That'd be good riddance to them. And then I can put this plastic in the bin. I think there might have been one more, I'm not sure. That I still might keep in my junk folder, my junk tray. I did have Our Happy Place. I think I might actually use that. Yeah, let's use that. This is coming together very nicely and very easily, isn't it? That is cool. I've ended up not using this piece after all. That can be used another time. I've not used that. Oh, there's part of that arrow. I don't think I'll use that after all. Oh, I have got a big tag here, but I don't think I actually need that now because I don't want to cover anything up. So that can go in there. And I do really like these. So little, you know, the little enamel pieces. These are really pretty. So I think I might actually use a couple of these. There we go. Like those. Don't need the library card, but I still feel, oh, I've got a bit of glue there. I still feel like I need some bits and pieces on here. I don't feel like it's quite complete yet. I forgot I wanted these bits and pieces, didn't I? Right, I like the here and there. I've just put some hot glue down, so I'm going to pop that on there. I don't need the glassine bag now. Just found this. I stamped on it, but I've also been using it on other things. I might actually just pop it under there. I quite like that. Let's tear that and just add this as another layer. I want to add some kind of wording on here as well. I feel like there's not quite enough. Or actually, I wonder, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I think I might just do that as another layer. I did wonder about the captured. Or is that one better there? Yeah, I might actually do that, but I feel like it needs something else on there. I've just noticed the wording on there is DIY shop. That is so cool. I might actually put that on here and we could stick around the other wording because I really, really like that. Let's make this work. I feel like maybe something to go across the top like this. This is going to be fun. Bear with me. I think we can make this work. Let's cut that down and then layer this underneath. Yes, this needs to be stuck in place. I think we've done this. When did you last journal about your weekly shop? Let me know. And do you think it would be fun to look back on? And let me know if you feel inspired. Look at that. We've done it. Perfect. And then I have got this little piece from the other side, which I'm going to add here. And I think we might be ready for some journaling. I'm pleased with this. I think this has actually worked out quite nicely. I feel like we need a few little coloured bits and pieces maybe just to draw the eye in. I just feel like we're lacking just a little bit of colour, and that's when things like this, I'm going to hot glue gun these, I think. I think they could end up falling off. And this one. I really hate that when I later go and look through a journal and it's missing bits and pieces. I really don't like that. I think sometimes just having random little bits like this is quite fun, and I like the extra colour. I'm liking the teals and the browns and the little pops of like orangey greeny bits. I think is working really nicely here. Oh, I like that. That's quite nice. Let's put that there. Yeah, this is working out really pretty actually. I'm really happy with this one. I hope you are enjoying watching this come together as well. And I do think that we may be ready for some journaling. Completely forgot I was going to stick this on, wasn't I? I really wanted to as well. Oh, I might do it on that side. Yes, let's do that. This was from, I'll show you where it was from. Was it from this? Yes, it was. This was my journal that I made with my friend Cheryl and her cinch binder before I bought mine. And she turned this into a journal for me. But I loved the spine so much. So I kept it and I knew I would end up using it. So actually, I'm going to pop that on there. Why not? I'm glad I had my hot glue gun plugged in now. This has turned out to be quite an unusual but really, really fun page. I love this. Are there any other flair that I want to use? I don't think so. And I think I am ready. Away we go. No, I don't want that colour there. I think I'm ready as well to go make some dinner. So I'm going to finish off this page. And there's not too much journaling going on here either. I might just add a few little snippets. I could even do it on the back of the photos. I've got space there actually as well. Yeah, that's a really good space for journaling, and a few little bits here. I'm really, really pleased with that. I'm going to say goodbye now. I hope you've enjoyed this page. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the chats about everyday life as well, and hopefully it's maybe given you some ideas of what you can journal, especially if you're stuck for ideas. Sometimes, especially this time of year, if you're not really doing too much, you haven't got too much going on, you might want to journal but you're not quite sure what to journal. So I really, really hope that this has helped you today. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in a new video on Thursday. Take care. Bye.